Hello friends, welcome back to Gecko's Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing a different type of video than I usually do. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this new trading card game called Sorcery, Contested Realm. And this is a game that I was actually an early Kickstart backer for this game. But then I ordered the cards and I was looking forward to playing with them. But then when they came, by the time the cards reached me, they were worth a lot more than I paid for them. And so it became sort of a speculative investment. And so I've never actually played the game. I've had these cards sitting in storage for years. And um, this is actually a beta starter pack. So I didn't open up my alpha one because it was worth too much. I felt like I should keep it, and I was kind of on the fence about that. Um, but yeah, now I ordered a beta. These are a lot cheaper, more accessible. And I've never actually opened any of these or actually seen any cards in real life. So this is going to be my first time actually experiencing the cards, and so I wanted to share that with you guys. If you've heard of this game at all, you know that a big part of the idea is that it's harkening back to the style of artwork that you saw in early Magic and in classic fantasy, where all the illustrations are made by artists, and most of them are hand painted, I believe. And I really like that style. I really like the style of uh, the kind of raw artwork style, oil or pastel, or when an artist is doing an illustration. One of the things about the newer Magic that I don't like that much is the way that the art has this sort of glossy feel to it. It looks like CGI from a Marvel movie or something like that, which is fine. I mean, people have like different things, but for me personally, I do like the artistic quality of the hand created art and the classic fantasy style. And that's what this is really known for, is bringing back that style. And it actually has a lot of the old Magic artists, like Jeff Menges does some stuff for this. A number of different great fantasy artists they've commissioned to illustrate just for Sorcery. And that's really cool. They even got some Frank Frazetta, if you know Frank Frazetta, um, of Conan the Barbarian, and just a really classic fantasy artist. Rest in peace. But they actually even got some of his artwork that they were able to get the rights to use for some of these cards. So I'm excited to open this with you guys here. And this is, as you can see, this is the beta version. Let's see if you can see that there. Um, it's right there. I'm not sure if it's not focusing properly. But you can see there's a Greek letter B. Let's let it focus. There you go. You can see that B. That means this is a beta. These are readily available. They've reprinted them a few times. Some people are mad about that. It is what it is. I'm just going to open up and enjoy it. I'm glad that these are more readily available because now I can actually play the game. I won't feel as guilty about opening it and blessing into my retirement fund or whatever you call my kickstart backing on Sorcery originally. And so this is the starter deck. So this comes with 4 pre-constructed decks. And yeah, like I said, I've never opened or played with these cards before, so I am excited to open it up with you, get a feel for the cards, let you know my first impressions. I'm going to grab a knife. The plastic's on there pretty tight. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a knife. All right. Let's see here. And I'm probably going to mix some more Magic the Gathering content too. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comments if you'd like to see some more Magic content. I'm planning to do more unboxing content as well. And I have a number of RPG products that I'd like to unbox here. I have a bunch more Sorcery. I have some Arthurian Legends boxes. I have an Alpha box. I have a Alpha backer kit box. And yeah, just automatically, like, just the feel, like, it feels nice and solid. This is you can tell this is a pretty quality product here. All right, there's our 4 starter decks. And what's this? Some extra packs here. Oh, we were just talking about Jeff Menges. Look who did the illustration here. You can see. Can you see that? It says Jeff Menges. He did some of the great artwork from original Alpha Magic. The guy is a legend. He's really good. And so I'll set these down here. I will say that I expected the card stock to be a little thicker. I don't know. It definitely doesn't have that Alpha Magic feel. It feels more solid than Modern Magic, but definitely not what I was looking for in terms of like Alpha, Beta, and Limited, that thick card stock that we like so much. It comes with a booster too, so this will actually have some random cards in it. That'll be exciting to open up. Again, there's the B indicating it's Beta there. And so we'll save the booster till the end. First I want to open up these deck boxes and see. Another Rubble. I'm not sure if this is a very good card or not. It seems like it doesn't do much. Like I said, I've never played, but I do understand that these are kind of land. These are sort of like land where you get mana from them, you get power from them, and you can use it to cast spells, and you can play like one per turn and that kind of thing. But this one says it provides no mana, so I'm not sure what it's supposed to do, but it definitely looks cool. Shout out to Jeff Menges. Alright, so here we go. These are the 4 starter decks. And here we have a instruction booklet that teaches the rules and how to play, so I'll be looking at this later when I play my first game. Pretty cool. Anything else in there? Oh, one more little thing hiding in the box there. We had these. These look like status effects or markers, or like, yeah, these are tokens, I suppose. There's a foot soldier token. I don't know if you can see that very good. So let's set all of these aside here. And we got fire, water, air, and earth, I think, are the 4 elements. Just like the, if you're familiar with Aristotle, the ancient Greek elements, it's of that style. So let's just start right here. Let's start with fire. Open this up. I have to get my handy dandy knife again. There we go. Alright, they got some nice styrofoam in there to keep your cards from getting damaged. Keep the packing tight. It's nice and considerate. Flame Caller. So this is your avatar. Yeah, and I guess... yeah, the cards are smaller than these are smaller than Magic cards, I'm pretty sure. And so that's one thing I didn't expect. The cards are smaller. Noticeably smaller than Magic cards. But the art is pretty cool. So this is your avatar, your fire avatar. This is kind of like your... If you play Commander, it's kind of like you... Like, I think every deck in Sorcery has a Commander type card. Infernal Legion. Colicky Dragonettes. And one thing that's cool about the flavor text here is that the rarity on these cards, it's kind of part of the description. So Elite, Undead Warrior, Wreathed in Hellfire, this Infernal Legion. And Elite, that's the rarity there. Elite indicates the rarity. And then Exceptional, that's another rarity. Exceptional Dragons Disgorge Dollops of Flame. A Lava Salamander, this is another exceptional. I'm not sure exactly how it falls in terms of is exceptional rare. Ordinary, that's obviously common. This is a Ral Dromedary, a little camel. Pit Vipers. A terrifying tangle of ordinary beasts. So yeah, see, ordinary is hidden a little more in there. Yeah, I do very much appreciate the art on this. Rimland Nomads. Ordinary mortals adrift among dunes. Movement +1 takes no damage from deserts. Sacred Scarabs. A Wayfaring Pilgrim. Pretty cool. Ogre Goons. Ordinary ogres blunder about. Alright. We get 3 of those. Quarrelsome Kobolds. Exceptional Goblins raise a ruckus. So it would be exceptional. Is that like uncommon? Elite, maybe rare. Yeah, that's my guess so far. And then ordinary is common. Exceptional monsters of ardent desire. A clamor of harpies. You know, like I said, I don't know if they... I think they are smaller than Magic cards. And that really is, I think, a shame. I think it's a missed opportunity since the art is so good. They could have made the card stock bigger, at least make them as big as Magic. That's something that you can't really change, though, once you once you start. It's not like you can make the next set bigger or something, because they all have to be shuffled together, so it's probably not going to happen. Petrosian Cavalry, Sandworm, Hillock Basilisk. Oh, a Phoenix. Ascalon Phoenix. I'm not sure if I can pronounce that. Ascilian Cyclops. Wildfire, cool. Firebolts, another spell. Fireball. Mad Dash. Ordinary magic of utmost urgency. Heat Ray. Minor Explosion. Incinerate. Yeah, I would also, you know, it seems like this is a game that's made for adults pretty clearly. And so if anything, they should make the cards bigger for adult hands. There's not a lot of kids are going to be playing with these, so they could make them bigger. But I won't harp on that anymore. That was just something kind of surprising to me. Arid Desert. And then this is where you get, this is like your fire mana there. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. It comes with a lot of the deserts. We got arid deserts, we got red deserts. Here's a remote desert. And shifting sands. An exceptional sight of unsettled animosity. Vesuvius, a unique sight of doom foretold by Jesse Pilkus. This is pretty cool. And Cornerstone, exceptional sight and fundament of the firmament. Alright, so that's the fire. There's the flame caller. Tap and banish all your dead fire minions to shoot a projectile. Deals damage equal to the sum of their fire energy. Cool. Get the styrofoam out of there. And pop these back in the box. That's one down. This one, I'm guessing, is water. It looks pretty watery, right? One thing I'm concerned about with this game is that it doesn't seem like very many people are playing it. When I go around to local card stores or anything like that, most of them have never heard of it. But the ones who do, they don't host any events. They just sell the boxes, and it's like, okay, how are you supposed to actually support a community and get this game going and make it have long-term survivability if nobody actually plays it. And I also wonder too if it's seen too much as a speculative asset. Like that initial price jump when I feel like a lot of people were speculating on it from the beginning. And that's kind of par for the course with card games these days. You know how that goes. But yeah, I just wonder if anybody's actually playing this game. I think that there are. I know I've seen a few tournaments, kind of online and stuff. But I am concerned that there's too many people speculating and not enough people playing, and that might cause some issues for the longevity of the game. Okay, here's Wave Shaper. This is the starting avatar. We get a Kraken. Diluvian Kraken. Wow, it's got 8s on top. That's a big number. An elite monster of benthic horror. Tap to surface to strike each other nearby unit. So it can submerge stuff. Cool. And Anui Undine. Cool. Exceptional Spirit of the Sea. Yeah, that's cool. The face and the waves there. A sea serpent, an ordinary beast, bestrides the ocean. I don't know what kind of world where sea serpents are ordinary. Sedge crabs. They can only move sideways. Ha! Okay, that's good. That's good. Why isn't it focusing? It's not focusing well. Sorry about that. Let's see. I can fix that. All right, let me check something here. I'll see if I can adjust that. All right, maybe that'll help. Swamp buffalo. Porcupine pufferfish. Tide naiads. Swan maidens. Ordinary mortals of eerie grace. Those are pretty eerie. Polar bears, nice. Some bros. Some polar bros. Coral reef kelpie, pretty cool looking. Like the colors on that. Melissa Benson. Oh, big old bullfrog. Brobdingnag bullfrog. Deep sea mermaids. Guile sirens. Tough turtles. Pirate ship, nice. Sarawan hydra. Sunken treasure, this is cool. I like the art on this one a lot. Oh, Jeff Menges, of course. I don't know if you guys can see that. I gotta get a better camera. Flood. Mariner's Curse. Riptide. Drown. Ice Lance. Cool. Font of Life. Stormy Seas. Wrath of the Sea. Elite Magic of Merciless Deluge. Whoa, that's beautiful. Autumn River. Wow, look at the colors on that. That is beautiful. We got 3 of those. And then we have a Spring River too. Ordinary Site of Rejuvenation. So that means it's common. Summer River, an Ordinary Site of Renewal. Hold those together for comparison there for a second. Undertow, an exceptional site of strong undercurrents. Floodplain, exceptional site of intermittent inundation. Maelstrom. And Island Leviathan, an elite site of dormant monstrosity. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, we got the water done. So pop that there. This is earth, I'm guessing. And let me know if you've played Sorcery and what you think about it. Or if you're just speculating, if you're an evil speculative investor. Let me know that too, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm not opening my alpha anytime soon, so I get it, but also, how many people are actually playing this game? The cards look great. Geomancer, that's your avatar. Whoa, this looks cool. Crater Eyes. Marta Molina. One thing I like about this this game is that they seem to really try to elevate and take care of their artists, and they seem to really make an effort of highlighting the artists and honoring them and treating them well. And if you know anything about some certain games that are very popular, you know that that has not been the case for many years, and some of those games have lost a lot of their best artists as a result of that. But Land Surveyor. So these are going to have a lot of humans. Look at the colors on this. Secret Hounds. Or, no, Scent Hounds, I'm sorry. Yeah, I love the colors. These grass, flowers. Andrea Modesti. Yeah, I've seen Sorcery they do interviews with all of their artists and things like that you can find. Belmont's Longbowman. I like these humans. I like how colorful their garment is, and just the details on the grasses and the vegetation and things like that. It's pretty cool. Cave Trolls. We got plenty of Cave Trolls. Pudge Butcher. Wow. All right, a little bit of a Dota throwback. If you know, you know. The old meat hook Dota. It's pretty clear reference to that. Yeah, shoot a projectile. If it hits a unit, drag it to this location. Pudge may fight it. But yeah, very striking artwork there. Pretty creepy horror theme there. Autumn Unicorn. Wow, that's cool. An exceptional beast, renown, and legend. Two of those. Slumbering Giantess. An exceptional giant dozes peacefully. It falls asleep when it enters, and it's disabled until hurt. Okay. So it just lays there on the battlefield until somebody hits it, and then it wakes up and it's going to be a beast. Yeah, see, it only costs 3, but it has 5 power, so. House Arn Bannerman. Yeah, I love the colors here. Look at that. Look at how much just depth there is to the colors and the color palette there. Andrea Modesti, you're doing good work. Really cool. Delcian Phalanx. Exceptional mortals who yield no ground. They can only move forward. Amazon Warriors. Ordinary mortals of magnificent stature. More Amazon Warriors. King of the Realm. All mortals have +1 power. You control all mortals. Wow, that seems pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Cost 7. Overpower. Little combat trick type deal there. Divine Healing. Alan Pollock. I recognize that name. Has he done magic? I'm not sure. Border Militia. Cool, cool. Barry. Cave In. Entangled Terrain. Siege Ballista. A Rolling Boulder. Payload Trebuchet. Okay, now we're getting into some of these lands. I love these lands. I guess they're called sites in here. Humble Village. We have a few humble villages come with the starter. Rustic Village. These are so, like, at a glance, you can't even really tell them apart. But I kind of like that too. It gives a little bit of a regional feel to it, you know, to the whole deck. Like, you could imagine these being a few miles apart. I like that. Rustic Village. More rustic villages. A simple village. A simple village, not to be confused with rustic village. And ordinary sites of fecundity. Vantage Hills. An exceptional site with striking views. Range units get +1 range. Makes sense. Whoa, Quagmire. Yeah, there's so much detail here. Yeah, I really wish they made these cards bigger so you could really focus on that art. Bedrock. Can't be moved, destroyed, or modified. Just solid rock. Holy Ground. Wow. Wow. This just looks amazing. Exceptional site of benefaction and blessings. And last we have Sinkhole. Haha. Yep. Sacrifice Sinkhole, destroy nearby site. Reminds me of the old Magic card Sinkhole, which of course was a black spell that destroys a land. That's awesome. All right. I'm guessing, I think the last one is air. Thanks for joining me so far. This has been really cool to open this up and you guys kind of get my first reaction to ever seeing these. I've been holding cards like this in my storage for a long time. Yeah, I'll probably open up some booster boxes too. Unless I can find somebody to play a booster draft. I don't know if that's even possible. Because I'm not sure if anybody actually plays this game. I'm being kind of facetious there. I know some people play, but it seems hard to find. There's a Discord server for Sorcery where I have inquired to see if anybody in my area plays. I've not heard back yet. Spark Mage. Lightning Bolt. Nice. Ordinary magic of shocking uncertainty. Deals 3 damage to a random unit at target location. Oh. Okay, cool. Gotta have lightning bolts. Thunderstorm. An exceptional aura of tempestuous fury. Cool, cool, cool. By Osi Hikala. That seems pretty strong. Thunderstorm. Lucky Charm. An exceptional relic of Does it say Benison or Hennison? Benison and Boone. Yeah, I think that's a B. Nimbus Jin. Elite Spirit of Turbulent Terror. Sling Pixies. Snow Leopard. Ordinary Beast. Prowls the Powdery Peaks. Cloud Spirit. Whoa. You guys see it? Do you see it? It's kind of subtle, but probably not that much. But yeah, there's like a body in the clouds just in the sky. It looks so cool. That is so cool. That's so creative. Dead of Night Demon. That's pretty creepy. An ordinary demon stalks the witching hour. It has stealth, so I'm going to sneak up on you. Spectral Stalker. An ordinary undead roams betwixt the between. Okay, so air has like undead. That's interesting. Headless Haunt. An exceptional spirit, whereabouts unknown. So air kind of has these wandering, unrooted, unmoored spirits and stuff like undead. That makes sense. Kite Archer. Midnight Rogue. A couple of those. They got Stealth. Plumed Pegasus. Spire Lich. An exceptional undead towers above. Wow. That's pretty cool. There's actually a Lich. Comes in the starter pack. If Spire Lich is atop a tower, it has +2 power, ranged, and spellcaster. Okay, so it kind of needs a tower to do anything, but if it has a tower, it's going to be really strong. Gyre Hippogriffs. Skirmishers of Mu. Roaming Monster. That's not a creative name. Roaming Monster. Alright. Highland Clansman. Cool. They can charge at you. Seem pretty strong. Apprentice Wizard. Spellcaster. So typically, I know this, that only avatars can cast spells. That's like your starting guy, like basically your commander type deal. So this guy, you need to have a spellcaster to cast spells. Your avatar automatically can do it. And it's pretty rare for like a non-avatar card to be able to cast spell. It's like a pretty powerful ability from what I can gather. Grandmaster Wizard, another spellcaster. So air has lots of spellcasters. Blink. Ordinary magic of tactical transmission. Blink and teleport. Raise dead. Summon a random dead minion. Chain lightning. Sweet. Exceptional magic of arcing current. Whoa, Gothic Tower. This is pretty interesting. Okay, so that Lich, this counts as a tower for the Lich, so you can put your Lich in here. Turns into a spellcaster. An ordinary sight of rumination. Genesis. If this is the only Gothic Tower you control, gain 1. I think that's like mana, basically. I don't know if that's what they call it in this game too, but it's more Gothic Towers. We got 3 of those. Dark Tower. An ordinary sight of contemplation. Genesis. If this is the Dark Tower, only Dark Tower you control, you gain 1. Lone Tower. Ordinary sight of introspection. And they all kind of do the same thing. If it's the only one you control, you gain 1 extra mana when it comes in. Mountain Pass. An exceptional sight of narrow passage. So only one guy can be on there at a time. Updraft Ridge. Exceptional sight of singing tailwinds. Airborne units have +1 movement on it. Look at the art on that, though. That's just awesome. Reminds me of the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon at sunset. Very cool. Observatory. Whoa! Now that is some amazing art there. Just the colors, like you can really, it really feels like, looks like this is a watercolor, but yeah, really, you can just, it feels like it's dusk, and you can see all the intricate colors in the sky, and just kind of in the air. An elite sight of destinies deciphered. Planar Gate. Whoa, a lot going on there. Elite sight and gateway to oblivion. Minions here can traverse the void, gaining void walk until leaving. That's pretty cool. Whoa, Cloud City. A unique sight, aloft and ever fleeting. Once per turn you may fly to a nearby void. Wow. Beautiful. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, now we're going to open up this booster pack. So we got a booster here. Looks like it got a little mangled in shipping in the packing process, but just the air at the top has been damaged, but the cards feel solid still. Let's take a look at some of these tokens quick. I kind of just want to show you guys everything that comes with this in case you're thinking about buying it. getting into Sorcery. Hit me up if you do. I'm looking for somebody to play with. We've got some foot soldiers here. More foot soldiers. Man, just look at the art on that. It's so cool. More foot soldiers. A frog. Oh, there's different types of frog art. I like that one. Burned. That's like probably a status effect. A lot of burned. And then flooded. Okie doke. Now, let's open up this booster pack. And I don't even know when the last time I opened up a booster pack is for any game. I only play Arena now. To the extent that I even play card games at all, it's been busy. But I'm probably going to go to a Final Fantasy pre-release and play. Alright, here we go. Okay, we got another Thunderstorm. And is that a rare or a... Yeah, exceptional. Okay, so exceptional is uncommon, so this is an uncommon. There's 3 uncommons. Thunderstorm. Colicky Dragonettes. We got more of these guys. Frost Nova, that's the one I haven't seen before. Exceptional Explosion of Arctic Magic. Freeze nearby enemy minions. They're disabled until your next turn. Seems pretty strong. Devil's Egg. So this is our rare, I believe. An elite relic of Diabolical Affliction. Until end of turn, the controller of Devil's Egg loses... At the end of each turn, the controller of Devil's Egg loses 1 life. Okay, so you can't curse your opponent with that, I'm guessing. There's another Cloud Spirit. The Porcupine Pufferfish. Polar Bears. Wild Boars. Pretty cool. Pretty cool art there. Fenvale Muse. Wow, what a beautiful lady. An ordinary mortal of quiet inspiration. That is cool. And it can cast spells. And whenever it casts a spell, you may trigger the genesis of a nearby river. Wow, that actually seems pretty good. I don't know. She can't fight, though. Low cost. Very cool, very cool. I love the art on this card. Men of Lang. Doesn't look like any men I've ever seen. Old Salt's Anchorman. Yeah, and let me know too. I guess there's what do they call them, oddities. You know, there's like some really rare cards that, like, if you don't know what to look for, you wouldn't be able to recognize them, but they're pretty valuable and rare, I think. So if you see one and you know about sorcery more than me, please let me know. An ordinary mortal holds steady and true. Old Salt's Anchorman. Lightning bolts, fire bolts. Pit Vipers, and another Autumn River. Beautiful. I just love this art. I'm just blown away by this art. That is incredible. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, like I said, please let me know if you play Sorcery, if you like it, if you just collect it, or what your deal is. And also let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, or if you would prefer some more Magic content. And thanks again, everybody, for watching, and have a wonderful day.